No, you good, you good. Hey guys, it's me, Mind Twist here, and today we have a very special person. We have Dr. Zombie, who has earned the achievement of taking inventory. GG.
Yep, I just did. That's right. Now I'll go and access a workbench in a minute.
What do you see? Right,
I've
literally.
gotta see. This is literally what I shouldn't be doing. There we go.
See, now, like 5 seconds before the stream, he literally was like, you know what? I'll be back in a second. Just disappears and goes and destroys a tree. I was like,
You,
what are you
you
doing?
were like, I'm setting up some stuff. I got my microphone, and I'm like, look, it's Minecraft. I gotta go knock down some trees. I gotta get wood. That's a thing. It's what we're doing. We could do this anywhere. We're in Minecraft. I'm gonna craft and mine.
If you guys are halfway interested in the server that we are on the Crawling Chaos. You guys can Google it. I forget exactly the IP. I sent it to Dr. Zombie right before the stream. But how are you today, Mr. Dr.
Uh,
Zombie?
I'm good. That IP address, for those who are interested in joining us, is 149.56.9.108. And I'll go ahead and post that in your chat here as well. I'm okay. I've been very busy lately. I've had a lot of IRL things happening. And I'm a little under the weather. I do have a bit of a bronchial infection, I think. I don't know, it's horrible. But I'm getting better. I took some medicine. I got my water with me, and I'm here to do an interview with you, to have you ask me some questions and me give answers as per the ancient custom. Oh God, I wanted to push you off the edge so bad.
You know what sucks is that if I actually legitimately fell off the edge, that'd be instant death.
It would be hilarious.
It would absolutely be hilarious, and it would not
It
be
would probably
fun.
it would be bad though because, well, I guess you could teleport back here, but it would.
Well, my helm
Falls
is...
Green's here.
Yes, he actually used to be on this server.
Oh,
He was
so
in the running to be an admin back in the day,
mhm.
before the
Wow.
owner decided that, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to go into it. It's fine. Nobody here is terribly interested in server politics for a dead server.
I know, right? Yeah, literally, this server is dead. If you guys actually join this server, then I might actually get recognition for bringing people to the server. It's that dead. I'm going to go ahead and close out of chat. Hold on. Let me get the scale down. Okay, so, first question.
Go ahead and give a little shout out to Sassacrash and Wonder Woman, Silver Snake, and Rider Top. Falls Green actually is in the chat there, so that's interesting. Nurxit. Yeah, all right. We got a bit of a crowd here. We got 8 people watching, so thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy.
Yeah.
So, first question. Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
If you feel like you don't want to answer these questions, you can go ahead and say no. I'm not gonna, bar you or anything. I might think of badly, think differently of you because you didn't answer. No. Anyways.
That'd be uncomfortable.
No, not really. I'm kind of going off of 2 different lists. So.
All right.
One, you play on 2B2T, right?
Yes, almost exclusively when it comes to survival Minecraft.
Okay. How long have you been on 2B2T?
I joined 2B2T in either February or March of 2013, and I did a quick recording and lost all of the footage. It was unusable, or I lost it or something. I can't remember exactly what. But I'd actually had a pretty interesting first run where I got out of spawn, I found an old abandoned building, made a house, got killed by zombies, and starved. The second time I'd played, I did record it, and I uploaded it to YouTube. And at the time, I was a very unknown Minecraft YouTuber with maybe 100 subs at the most, and did mostly tutorials on how to play. Mainly basic stuff, but I called it Advanced Minecraft because the type of things that I was talking about were not really being discussed by other YouTubers. Little things like, oh, someone's close here. Somebody found us. Not that I'm hacking or would know that.
Oh, that's probably
little things.
false.
It's probably false screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
little things like putting torches on the left-hand side or the right-hand side as you go down into the mines so that you can follow them out and know which side is leading to safety and which side's going deeper. Oh God. It's the temptation to like lower the drawbridge and then raise it up again when he comes by. I'll let him. I'll be nice.
Wait, is he actually? Oh, there he is. No, that's Lone Wolf.
That's not Falls Green.
That's Lone Wolf.
Okay. So other things, like I did a tutorial on how to make an alarm for your house out of redstone so that if a creeper stood on a pressure plate outside, it would set off like flashing lights. And basically things that nobody was really doing tutorials on because Minecraft was, oh my God, he just fell and died.
Oh my God.
This is what I get for fidgeting with stuff. I should just let it be. My God.
I'm gonna start crying. This is so funny.
This isn't the real interview, right? This hasn't started yet.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's totally not being live streamed right now.
Oh my God, that was hilarious. I'm gonna pop out the chat so I can see you guys better. Oh, yeah. So 2B2T. When I posted that video, I suddenly got a massive up boost in the number of views for that video. So I was kind of surprised, but it was kind of a unique server. I'd heard about it while looking for Anarchy Minecraft servers before I really understood what they were. But basically, I wanted to play on a server with no rules, where I could grief somebody's base, steal from them, and nobody would bitch and moan and cry and kick me out. And the main reason I did that was because I had just spent years, like almost 3 years of playing Minecraft, basically babysitting people. Children and teenagers who would intentionally piss each other off doing the most literal inane shit, like building a highway over top somebody's castle. And so I was pretty fed up with that. I didn't want to be a parent on Minecraft. So
yeah, I would understand.
I wanted to go somewhere where people couldn't bitch about that. And I heard about 2B2T, and it was introduced to me as the world's worst server because of the volatile nature of most of its inhabitants. Okay,
before I freak out anymore and like have to contain myself, if that is the real FitMC, yeah.
No, that is not the real FitMC.
It isn't? That's actually Hey.
If it were the real FitMC, there'd be a check mark by his name. Yeah,
okay.
He actually has like YouTube official. And if you read the chat there, it is actually, he admits to not being FitMC.
Yeah, I was about to lose my freaking mind right there because.
Yeah, he does pop into my live streams once in a while, and he usually jumps in and says, "Hey, everybody," and then everybody goes, "Oh my God, it's FitMC," and he disappears within a minute. He's a very busy guy, and I think he really enjoys doing that shit.
I know, right? He's a pretty good guy. So, can you describe your first day on 2B?
Well, the first recorded one is pretty out there, and a lot of people, probably everybody in the chat, has seen it. But the one that didn't get aired was very similar, in which I logged in, and the entire spawn was a checkerboard pattern of obsidian, cobble, and lava. And there were cobblestone mountains on all sides, just sheer cliffs. There was no dirt, there was no wood, it was just a prison with lava in it. And I eventually figured out that if you killed yourself enough by jumping into lava, you could wind up spawning on top of the mountains, and then you had a 50-50 chance of going in the right direction.
Exactly.
Now, at the time, I was only... The modded clients were not nearly as good as they are now. So the only mod that I had was a radar, which I could use to see if players were coming at me or if there were zombies getting close to me or anything like that.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even that very good either. So I couldn't tell if I was heading towards center or away. I want to say either I'm an idiot or at the time F3 was not a thing. I can't remember. It's possible that F3 was totally a thing, and I just didn't remember or know about it because I'm an idiot and nobody told me, oh, if you hit F3, you can see where your coordinates are, and then you can go away from 0, 0. But once I got over the wall, and it took me maybe 2 or 3 tries, it wasn't terribly difficult. I just walked and walked and walked until I got to about 1,000 blocks out and found my first tree, and that tree became tools. The tools became better tools.
Yeah.
And I struggled to find food because zombies didn't drop rotten meat, and there were no, melons or anything like that. So eventually I was able to piece together something resembling food. And then I just started to explore. I was so enthralled by all the ruins and the broken buildings and the intense nature of the server that I just wandered around and looked at stuff. And I've been doing that for 3 fucking years. In fact, 4 years now it's been.
Cool. Can you describe your first base tour? Like what was going through your head when you were actually going to the first ruins of a base that you had found or gotten cords to? Like, what were you thinking?
Well, I found a lot of the stuff on my own at first because most people who were on 2B2T at that time did not want me there. And pretty famously, if you look at the chat logs in like the second episode I ever did, I log in to where I had emergency logged because someone was chasing me. And people in the chat were just like, get the fuck out, you're a YouTuber, whatever it was they were saying at the time. It wasn't YouTuber, but they're basically swearing up and down at me. And so I didn't get a lot of coordinates at the time. And I think the main reason is because the inhabitants of 2B2T had dealt with this before, where people come in, try to make a little quick cash off of a sensationalized server and then left. But I was really enthralled with the place because I really wanted to play on a server like that. And going in the plus direction, excuse me for a second. I'm trying not to cough too much on mic.
All good.
Going in plus direction, which is where I started going, I found a lot of buildings because a lot of people, when they start on that server, the easiest thing to do is go in plus. Those coordinates make sense to most Minecrafters. So as I would get to 1,000 by 1,000, I'd find a little ruins or a sign with a marker saying you've reached 1,000, and I kept going in that direction. And the first real base that I found was like an old broken down mob spawner. It was a really huge underground facility designed to push mobs into water and then have them pop up so you could kill them and get their stuff. And it was completely destroyed, but I could still tell what it was. And the fact that it was so big on a server like this, I thought was really neat. But it wasn't working. It was still busted. It was still, there wasn't anything worthwhile there. But I kept moving on. And I think the first major build... So I was looking for a place to start my own build. And basically what I really needed was to find 2 cows so that I could breed them together and have a supply of leather so that I could make books, so that I could make an enchantment table, so that I could enchant my gear. And when I finally found it, I settled down there for a few weeks, accidentally let my cords kind of be known because I had accidentally lost my base. And then somebody found it and griefed it. So I fixed it up and I, managed to get a decent amount of food and supplies. You just got kicked for being AFK. Classic. And it's clear that I talk too much. This is the obvious solution is that you've been kicked for DoctrZombie rambling. The first real build that was still active that I remember at least seeing was the Valley of Wheat. And a lot of people identify 2B2T with the Valley of Wheat, especially since the Rusher era, as being a place that gets frequently griefed.
I actually got to see it. Pretty much right after Rusher left, I was actually playing on the server, kind of. and right, I guess maybe probably a week after the announcement of him actually like officially leaving, I had just made it out to the um, blah, 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 I can't talk, out to the Valley of Wheat, and it was, oh my god, that was horrible. I made a live stream about it on my other YouTube account, which I will not name because that is my secret account that I use for all of my trolling. So yeah, I actually got to see it. It's absolutely horrific now, but still, it looked like a nice base at the time.
Yeah, it was very impressive. Not just the amount of wheat, the amount of time it took to spend manually planting all that shit, but the really awesome Egyptian themed monuments and the like jackal statues and the pyramids with the obsidian toppings. They were all really great, and the fact that somebody had built this in an area that was known for the toxic environment, the toxic people, and the constant griefing really stood out to me that the server was really had a culture. Before that time, I just assumed that it was an anarchy server with people who built things and people who destroyed things. But 2B2T definitely has its own culture. Some people have said it has its own religions. And the Valley of Wheat was sort of a defining moment in my understanding that there was more to the server than met the eye.
Cool. All right, let me unlock my phone and find the list of questions again. The next question would be, what other games do you play? Like on your Steam account, like what would be the top 5 list?
Oh my god, top 5. I couldn't even tell you. It changes frequently. One of the top games I've played a lot of is Diablo 3. Diablo 3 came out in Hamanama, and I actually took the day off work on launch day and downloaded it overnight, and at 3 in the morning I was having nightmares. I swear to God this is true and embarrassing. At 3 in the morning I woke up because I had a nightmare that the installation failed and I had to format my hard drive. Like, I swear to God, I was so hyped over the start of Diablo 3.
Hashtag,
I woke up
hashtag first world problems.
I know, right? Woke up at 3 in the morning, terrified that my hard drive had to be formatted because the installation failed. And I rolled out of bed. I said, I can't sleep until I get on and make sure it works. I rolled out of bed. I got on. I created a character. I logged in. I didn't shoot a single thing. I said, okay, it works. I'm going to go back to sleep. I went back to sleep. I had taken the day off work, and by the time my friends got off work, I was like level 21. It was fantastic. And a lot of people had issues logging in on launch day. They said the servers were down, but I had no problems because I was in at fucking 6 in the morning and basically told my wife, have fun, go to work, I'll be here. This is the thing that I'll be doing.
Exactly. Hello, Sergeant Tackleberry, Wonder Woman, James, and thanks to Ian Endercraft MC for subscribing. Keep going.
Sure. No problem. Shout out to the people watching. So they're mentioning games that I'm playing lately. I did a playthrough of Chroma Gun, which is a game that I got for free. Somebody from Pixel Maniac saw my YouTube account and sent me it. It was actually very good. The story could use a little polish, but the puzzle element was great, so I recommend it. It was good. It's a fairly cheap game as well. RimWorld is a fantastically amazing game that every person should play for hours. Have you seen RimWorld? Do you know anything about RimWorld?
No, I've never heard of it before.
Have you ever heard of Dwarf Fortress?
No.
Oh, God.
I live under a rock.
Apparently. Well, Dwarf Fortress, I guess I could understand. It is a niche game, but it's worth looking at and understanding if you never play it. You don't have to play it to understand what makes it special. But RimWorld is fucking amazing. RimWorld is a strategy game in which you don't actually lead a group of settlers. You just give them jobs. You say, build this house here, build the walls here, kill this caribou. and it's in the graphic style of Prison Architect. Please tell me, Prison Architect? No?
I'm not entirely sure.
Your eyes are glazing over? Okay, it's a top-down, isometric,
Oh, God.
game. So your little guys run around and they shoot caribou, and the caribou get pissed off and they kill you all. And I played this in live streams.
It's more like Factorio, if you've ever played that.
Yes, it looks a little like Factorio. I have not played Factorio, but I've seen it played, and it looks too complicated for me.
It is exceptionally complicated. I actually refuse to play it.
RimWorld is fantastic. It's hilarious. It's a great storytelling game in which hilarious things happen. And if you get a chance, you should definitely check out my latest live stream of it. I named all the characters in the game. You're trying to. I named all the characters in the game after YouTubers. So FitMC was getting shot, and I was having a romance with Makairumine. It's hilarious.
That sounds very PG.
It was definitely not. No, it's PG, but it was, oh god, it has a life of its own, and it's definitely worth more people playing it. All-time favorite games. I really liked Portal and Portal 2. They were really good.
I never played those.
5. Oh my god, have you played any games but Minecraft?
Yes, actually, I play a lot of different games. It's just, apparently me and you have nothing in common.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you rattle off your games, I'll be like, yeah, I've never heard of that.
Race Room Experience, American Truck Simulator, World of Tanks Blitz for the Steam version. I have the regular version for the regular PC. That's just off at the top of my head. Obviously, okay. Factorio, so...
One of those was like Shark Simulator, so...
No, American Truck Simulator. You get to drive trucks around.
Oh, okay. Truck Simulator. Okay, so yeah, nothing in common. No, I've shit, what was the second one you mentioned?
American Truck Simulator. I'm not sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Somebody in the chat remind me of what the last thing he said was.
Yeah, please.
Because I was going to say I've heard of it, or played it, or one of the things.
Oh, Factorio. You said you heard it's Factorio.
No, I have heard of Factorio. Yeah, people are saying, what the fuck, you haven't played Portal. That's an American classic, man. I don't know what to tell you. That is a really good game.
Oh, it's the Stanley Parable.
Stanley Parable I've played? I've seen, I know. I don't know if I played it.
You know what? You can't be a YouTuber without actually playing Stanley Parable once.
Thing is, if you've seen Stanley Parable enough, you basically know the whole game. So you don't have to play it.
True, but I mean, it is kind of fun. Anyways, I had fun with it.
Sure.
Here. Let's move on to the next question. If you guys are in chat, you guys can hear us, obviously. Let me know a question that you guys think I should ask him.
Please.
Do remember, I have absolutely no questions set up for this. Like, I literally had forgotten until he messaged me while I was at work. And was like, hey, are we still going for tonight?
Are we doing the thing that you talked about? Is that what's happening? No?
Okay. Do you go out for exercise?
Oh, God, no. I have 3 children. I barely have time to eat.
Okay. Do you like photography or cinematography?
Not particularly, no.
Well, which one would you prefer? If someone gave you a camera, would you be recording or would you be taking pictures?
I would be recording. Yeah, it would be, and this may have to do with the YouTube thing, but it would be a video preference.
Yeah. So if you had $1 million, what would you spend it on?
I would definitely buy a nice house with a lot of acreage in a secluded area where I could let the kids run outside and not worry too much about what they got into. I would probably spend a shit ton of time at Disney World or other amazing places like Hawaii. And I would put the rest of it into some low-yield bonds and live off the interest and not have to fucking work. Although, to be fair, $1 million is probably not going to cut it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
Definitely would, it would help, though. I would definitely be debt-free and make a lot more money doing something that I love.
Okay. I'm going to ask this one first. I'm going to ask False Green's question in a second. So, since you play on 2B2T, what was your first experience meeting a fellow YouTuber, like actually like what we are right now, right in front of each other? Like, what was the experience like?
Oh, man. It would probably have to be Fed. To be honest, when the Rusher stuff started going down on 2B2T, I was horribly unprepared, mainly because of the amount of real life stuff that I have to do. So when FitMC took advantage of the situation and started making a name for himself, I hoped that being a fellow 2B2T player, he and I could work together and generate some good content. And that did work out pretty well. We did a live stream together that was absolutely hilarious. That's where the Fork Dick meme came from. Don't worry about that fucking furnace. It's fine. You just go over there. We did a little. I've been gored. Oh, Jesus Christ, the dog. Oh man.
I didn't do it. I swear. The dog just started murdering you.
The dog is vicious. We did a UHC together. I came up with the UHC idea while I was on vacation. We were on a cruise with my wife. I was on a cruise with my wife, not Fit. And I thought to myself, we've got enough YouTubers here. Taragadude was just getting big. Netity was getting big. That between the four of us, we can pull in a few of our friends, other YouTubers who might be interested. We could do a UHC together, ultra hardcore. And he thought it was a great idea, so we started putting it all together. And it did pretty well, but it did not do well with regards to views. Fit was really starting to get huge, and he needed to put all of his effort into content that people were going to watch. And when people didn't tune into the UHC, he didn't even finish posting all of the content.
Yeah, I noticed that. I actually like that series.
Actually, I think he did the first round, and he was okay with it. It wasn't great, but it was enough of a hit that he felt he could continue. And then the second time around, he just stopped.
What do you...
And don't worry about what I'm working on. I've got plans.
What are you doing?
Look, sometimes a man needs to smelt some ore, and you just gotta let him do it. It's not gonna hurt nobody.
I'm actually kind of concerned about what you're doing.
You don't need to be concerned. It's look, I'll put the oak saplings back. I have a couple here. It's fine. Look at that. Now, but it was very professional. I set up a professional Discord specifically for the YouTube team that was forming on 2B2T. Thanks, Wonder Woman. Fit was starting to get huge. DoctrZombie 2017. In the bedroom.
I know, right?
So it was a very professional relationship. I put together a Discord channel for us to communicate. We kept everything very civil and very business-oriented at first, at least. And we slowly started to grow a group of people who had a significant interest in YouTube and had a significant channel and following. We've expanded it a bit to some friends and people who we believe can help us generate some good content. And every so often we do stuff together. Stryak and I have become huge partners on YouTube. Yes, go right ahead, Wonder Woman. Go ahead and quote me on that one again. But I love working with Stryak. He and I just click on so many humor-oriented levels. And it's good stuff. People really tune into that. And yeah, I think that's about everything. You took my ore, didn't you? Out there. You're taking it again. I need that. So, yeah, and then Taragadude and I have done a few things together. Netity and I have not, but we just, it's a difference of time zone. That's the main problem there. she lives, in Lithuania, and I live in America, and so we're kind of on opposite sides of the globe. So we rarely link up, and my schedule's pretty shitty to begin with. You're very lucky to get a hold of me, to be quite honest.
I would not pass that up. I had to ride 5 miles to get back to my house from my work, so I did that in what, 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes or something?
On a bike, no less. Yeah.
I know. I'm kind of
moving quickly. You're very tired.
Actually, I wasn't that tired. I'm full of energy all the time. Okay, next question.
Yes.
From Falls Green, which, by the way, he is actually one of the base mates on the Anarchy server that the live stream was supposed to take place on, but because...
It's currently an attempt max, like all the Anarchy live servers, apparently.
He asks, what was your reaction when Rusher first got on the server?
So this is like people's most favorite question to ask me, because of I was well known and well liked on 2B2T before Rusher showed up. And then after Rusher showed up, the only people who knew about me were 2B2T veterans, and I was still well liked. But Rusher started following me on YouTube about a month before he posted his first video. And Napkin of Truth started following me a few weeks before that. So there was a pretty clear timeline in which they found my channel and used it to research 2B2T to figure out what they were getting into. And Rusher says a few things in his early videos that I can trace back to things that I've kind of mentioned or talked about. So it's pretty clear they were doing their research in some level. But when they first joined, the day that he logged into the server is the day that I posted my video stating that I was quitting 2B2T for good, because I was bored of it. I had gone around and I had explored a whole bunch of amazing ruins, some of the best shit that I've ever seen in Minecraft, let alone on 2B2T. And I had pretty much decided that people could message me coordinates till the cows came home. The server was laggy. The server was dead. The server was pretty much empty. Rarely would I cross people's paths. And I was kind of bored of it. And I didn't feel like the content I was producing was unique and exciting anymore. And I posted it. Basically, I called it Requiem Part 1. And that day, Rusher posted his first video as well. And all of a sudden, this empty, devoid server with no fun and no excitement became filled with a bunch of people with nothing who I could easily stab and kill. And Fit MC started his conquest of those people as well. And so it became interesting again. But people hated him because he was a clickbait YouTuber with no real sense of what was going on. He was at least as ignorant of 2B2T as I was when I first joined, only he was far more cringy and more popular. And his followers, his original group that came with him, were 10 times worse. They were truly scum of the earth type Minecraft players. Ow, you punched me. I'm down to a heart here.
You're down to what? Oh, rip.
Your dog! How dare you? Your dog killed me.
Go ahead and send me a TP. That was unintentional. I didn't.
You punched me. You know what you were getting into. Hello, Wolfless. Oh no, you're here. You have to go home. Oh, it's Rider Top. Oh, hi, Rider Top. How you doing? Yes. Thank you for the stuff. Oh, he's giving me all sorts of fun goodies. All right, I did TPA to you. Did it not work? Mind twist?
Yeah, sorry. I have chat turned off, so I can't say anyone's.
Yes. Okay, bad doggy. Give me my things back. Okay. But Rusher himself was not terrible. He did his research on the server before he came in, and he seemed to really understand and appreciate the server for what it was. He wasn't really griefing builds at the time. He was much more interested in exploring and checking things out. And that was great. And I was completely in support of that. Because that's how I started there, and that was the right, the right, not methodology, the attitude to have was that, you weren't here first. There's a lot of people who put in a lot of effort and a lot of work toward doing it. Rider Top Trend, let's know that. Ah, shit, I'm all out of stone blocks. I better go get some more.
What are you? Oh my god, I know exactly. Just stop.
Calling card.
Just stop.
Cool. Don't break it. It's fine.
I don't have any way to break it.
Everyone tell him it's cool. This is just a thing that DoctrZombie does on servers.
Oh man, this is bad. You won't get banned for it, trust me.
Excellent, good.
The owner on this server is a real work of art.
Full screen's here.
Yes. Falls. Yes. There you go. Look at chat.
Yeah. So I was actually okay with it, and I posted a video explaining the situation, saying, some people are going to join the server, and they're going to be trash, and they're going to beg for food, and they're going to cry like babies when they get murdered, and those people will get bored and they will leave. But the people who appreciate an Anarchy server for what it is will stay on, and they will make 2B2T a better place. And I do believe that has happened. When I talk to people in like the Spawn Masons Discord or other people who have sort of emerged as power players on 2B2T, some of them are terrible. Some of them are cringy griefers. Some of them are peacekeepers and other worthless factions children. But some of them are actually really decent builders and players and just having a good time on an Anarchy server, which is what it's all about. So, I mean, the net change in 2B2T was a mixture of cringeworthy losers coming in and lagging the server and causing this massive queue, and really genuinely good people who wanted to experience an Anarchy server for all the good that it does. Let me just leave my calling card here. There we go.
I'm not even gonna. No, I'm gonna go this way. Hold on. Let me bring up my phone.
This is fantastic.
I know, right? Especially because it's at my friend's base, and it's gonna stay here permanently now.
Falls agrees gonna piss himself at that one. You'll have to go check that out.
I'll do that probably after the stream when I am comfortable being. No!
Freaking! What happened? Did someone try to knock you off? So, but on the other hand, they did bring the queue, which has been a net negative problem. Some of them are building lag machines. You just murdered him. Lag machines were an excellent weapon at keeping Rusher away, because when he would log in to do a video, they would turn the lag machines on. It would be unprofitable for him to record. But now they're on all the fucking time, and the TPS is at less than 1. And yeah, you like that? Yeah. And so it's been really terrible. The one time when I stopped liking Rusher and started being seriously concerned about him as a person, not just a YouTuber, is when he admitted that he was trying to purchase the server. He wanted to buy an entire culture from Housemaster. And we know for a fact that he does run the queue. We know for a fact that he does profit from the queue because he told us these things. So there really is no way to prove how much his hands are in 2B2T already. Some people believe that Housemaster no longer runs the server and that a guy named Curtis does. And there's a lot of evidence to support that fact. And that sucks. That is genuinely a terrible thing that happened to 2B2T. Do you have a bird, or is that like? It's
an obnoxious dog that's right outside the window.
Oh man, that is one obnoxious fucking dog. Small yappa type dog. Arf, 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 arf. Holy fucking shit. Dog, we're doing an interview in here. Keep it down, Christ.
No, 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 no!
Lost all your things.
F to pay respects, please.
There goes Rabbit Top. Everyone F.
Where am I?
Yeah, I think that pretty much probably... You can TPA to me, right? Or I guess you do like /home.
You could just teleport to me. I'm at somebody else's base.
Somewhere better?
I'm at a better base. Don't worry.
Wow.
I highly recommend not leaving anything here. Because...
What?
Don't teleport people here, please.
No, I will not teleport anyone here.
This is back from my admin days, when I had admin on this server.
When you had admin powers and you cheated in all of these emerald blocks?
Actually, no. Somebody actually built all this. Somebody legitimately did this.
Jeez, that's a lot of emerald.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's not terribly safe. TBH. I guess it's fine if we just don't move around much. But there are mobs everywhere, just to let you know. So I think that pretty much answers your question about what I think of Rusher.
Okay. Wait, my scream sounded like it had auto-tune on. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really don't appreciate it. Hold on. Let me get this next one. Favorite color?
My favorite color? Green.
Yeah. What? Okay, hold on. Stop. What shade of green?
Darker green, like maybe a forest green is good. Like I don't like lime or emerald.
I'm gonna go this way.
Baby shit green.
I'm gonna go. Oh shoot!
Green.
Never mind. I'm going back. Never mind. Retreat.
I could have told you that there are mobs this way. I know that they are there. Okay.
That moment, DoctrZombie gets totally freaking wrecked on stream too.
I lost $1. Oh man. Apparently, I lost $1. So what else you got?
Well, if you teleport back to me and possibly not get yourself killed, that'd be amazing.
Well, if you don't teleport me to the middle of a fucking field where the only thing around to protect me is a diamond mountain and like our other base better, it was so safe.
Well, yeah, there's too many people around, so.
Yeah, I understand.
If you could rate your YouTuber career from a 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the most shittiest thing that you've ever done in your entire life, what would it be? And why?
So in terms of how much I've enjoyed doing it?
Yes.
Probably about a 8. I've met some really cool people and I've done some really cool things. Stuff that I never really expected to happen. I've had people donate to me and join a Patreon, which is just astounding to me, truly mind-boggling that anyone would give me money for the things that I do for fun. But at the same time, it is extremely frustrating. I feel like I have given up a large portion of my free time to entertain, which is not always bad. Sometimes it's great. I like entertaining. I mean, I wouldn't do this interview if I didn't enjoy talking to people. You're not going to make me super successful. TBH. But
I just had a feeling, that you kind of noticed that at the beginning of the whole thing.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You'll get the views. Oh God, what am I doing?
It's actually not what I'm in it for, to be honest. I'm in it for the whole experience, meeting people.
An experience is definitely a decent, a very good reason, honestly, to do it. Because if you're in this to make money, to become popular, you're not going to get very far. It's going to suck, and you're not going to succeed. You're going to fail. You're setting yourself up for failure if you're joining YouTube, making a YouTube channel because you want people to watch it. And lots of people to watch it. You want to make money. Acacia found you.
Yeah, she teleported to me. I kind of know her.
Okay. I know Acacia. Acacia's great. Still convinced that Acacia is a woman.
I actually, to be honest, I have no idea if Acacia's a woman, but
I,
I've talked
I
to. You know what? I think based off of the skin, I think Acacia identifies as wood.
as an
That
attack helicopter. Oh, what?
yeah,
Okay,
you know what? That's exactly what she identifies as. An attack helicopter. Yeah.
perfect. Makes sense. I've built myself a shit shack, and I'm determined not to die. So I'm walling this shit up. Get in here. There we go. Excuse me. Pardon me. Doc
No,
loves Stella. Yes, I do love
please.
Stella.
Okay, so the next thing is I'm going to Alt Tab.
Okay.
Please, if somebody kills me, I'm not going to be the most happy people in the world.
Well,
Well,
if somebody kills you, it's definitely Acacia or Cool Spruce, who she just brought over. Definitely not me.
wow, it got really dark in here. Holy shit.
I was going to say, do you not have full brightness on? Of course you don't, because I'm hacking and you're not.
Yeah, because, hacking is the only way to go. My apologies, everybody that's watching the stream, either now or at a later time. I had Alt-tabbed and brought something else up on the other side of my screen. Okay, so now we're getting into an entirely... What the heck? Somebody with a rank? What? Who is that? No, who is that? Somebody that actually has a rank.
I don't know.
I don't know them either. They're
It's
new.
fine. They're new. It's okay.
Okay. Should we get like all of stream in here and we should like track them down for the next 4 hours and kill them?
I don't think I have that much time, to be honest. Look, I've made it light in here for you.
Awesome. That works out perfectly. So, next one. I don't know how old you are, so if you would like to.
I'm 33.
Cool. So, I'm not trying to be like weird or anything, but like, I know you're 33, but do you legitimately remember like your high school years? Like, is that something 33-year-olds remember?
Wow. No, I don't remember anything before Nixon. Yeah, I remember my high school years.
Okay, so were you part of the cool kids group?
No, I was not part of the cool kids group. As you might imagine, somebody who enjoys playing video games all the time is not considered to be very cool.
I'm considered to be very cool.
Are you really, though?
No.
Yeah, didn't think that was going to happen.
So you do remember, and you weren't. Were you ever bullied? Like, were you part of like the nerd squad? Dude, stop! Please,
yeah,
peoples.
guys, please don't kill the host. To be fair, there's a lot that I could go into relating to high school and how shitty of an experience it was. I'll suffice it to state that I did not graduate from high school so much as I escaped from it. I do believe that it was a prison. I do believe that the people who ran the place were actual Nazis who actually loved Hitler and actually hated me and a lot of the things that I stood for. They very frequently did the wrong thing. So, Acacia, you're nuts. And the people, the other students were far worse. I did get out, and not everyone did get out unscarred the way that I did. My last year in high school, my senior year, I finally began to understand that the reality was people weren't going to like me, so fuck them. And I would just did things my own way. And when I did things my own way and didn't care about what other people felt, people started to like me, which is really strange. But at the same time, I felt better about myself, and maybe they could tell. I don't really talk to anyone from. Oh my God, Stryak's in the chat. I don't really talk to anyone from high school except for my select group of friends. I've got about 3 or 4 that I actually keep in contact with. Everyone else can fuck themselves, and they will never hear me say that because they believe the same about me. One time I went into a diner when I was visiting my parents back in my hometown, and my wife was there and 2 of our children were there, and I walked back past a table with the student council for my senior year. The 4 of them were all sitting there, and they were planning our reunion. And I said, "Hey guys, how's it going? Oh yes, this is my son." I don't know if any of them had kids, but if they did, then the kids were not as cute as my kid. And if they didn't, well, they probably wanted kids, and no one was giving them any. And so I said, "Oh, hey, this is my son. This is my wife. We're in town. Oh, isn't that great? Well, you guys know how to contact me if you're, planning the reunion." And they didn't contact me, and frankly, that's great because I would rather slam my dick in a door than spend 5 minutes with those people.
Okay. Bear with me. I'm trying to get us away from everybody. Stryak, if that is actually you, Stryak, one, I need you to message me on Discord in regards to the whole interview thing, because we were supposed to be live streaming this exact same roundabout interview last week. And 2, I'm going to go ahead and RTP and get us somewhere safe. Actually, what you can do is you can do /wild.
I can do /wild.
Yeah.
Ugh, I can't because Acacia's moving me.
Don't worry. I'm at a safer place /TPA here.
There we go.
Just teleport to me. I'm nearby a lot of animals.
Alright, I got away. I'm fine.
Well, you kind of need to be near where I am.
I'm coming.
Gosh, hurry up! God!
Jesus, it takes 1 second. Fuck.
Let me jump on top of this tree.
Okay.
If my boss were here, we would have a very funny joke that we would say. I would say we should make another shit shack, but, I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, it's fine. It's still daylight, and honestly, I can't stay too much longer.
Okay.
So we'll probably finish up before it gets too dark.
Let's go ahead and do some quick questions. These are the fast ones you gotta answer, okay?
Go for it.
Okay. One of them. Favorite hobby?
YouTubing.
The next one. Your least...
I'll say ant collecting.
Okay.
What was that?
What is your least favorite chore that you do at the house? Other than taking care of your kids, because I know that is your absolute favorite chore.
Fuck, pass. Washing the dishes.
Same. Lay's or Ruffles?
Ruffles.
Cool Ranch or nacho cheese Doritos?
Nacho cheese.
Tacos or burritos?
Tacos.
Walmart or Target?
Walmart.
Okay. Okay. I guess that's good for the quick ones.
The lightning round.
I know, right? So let's go ahead and have you ever met one of your fans by accident out in like the flesh in public?
I have not, but it's bound to happen at some point. Because on 2B2T, I've mentioned before that I lived near Rochester, New York, and that I went to RIT for college. And somebody in 2B2T was like, "Oh my God, I am going to RIT right now." And I live close enough that I could get to RIT, and I've been on campus once or twice in the past. So it's bound to happen. My next door neighbor has a son, actually it's her nephew who lives with them, who's like probably about the 10-year-old range. And his windows are covered with Minecraft stickers so that they look like in-game Minecraft windows. And I want to ask him all the time if he watches Minecraft YouTubers, has he heard of the Camping Rusher, has he heard of FitMC? but I don't want to be the weird guy who asks the neighbor's son about Minecraft videos.
You know what?
So I will never know.
Honestly, I would say just ask. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? Oh, I have a YouTube channel. I have 3,000 subscribers. I'm pretty well known in the community.
And then he watches them, and that's the worst that could happen.
You know what? Yeah, that might be a bad thing.
Mommy, I'm watching the next door neighbor's Minecraft videos. What's a Niger? And we're back.
Exactly. Okay, how many games, the amount of games are currently in your Steam library?
Oh, man. Can I actually check this by looking at the Steam library? I think it does sum them up for you. Yeah, 387.
You know what? Good for you. Not going to say anything about how much I have.
You have like over 10,000 or some crazy shit?
No, dude, I'm only 21 years old. Gosh, chill.
Well, you know, I got a lot of those from like Humble Bundles where it was like, oh yeah, I would love to get 5 games for $1 and never played any of them. There's a website out there, I forget what it is, but it tells you how many Steam games you have played and how many you haven't played and how many hours you've logged, etc. Oh man, that is pretty sad when you look at how many you haven't played, and it's like you haven't played 43% of the games that you own, you monster.
Okay, if you had an Oscar, if you won an Oscar, what would it be for?
Best quipples in a supporting role. Oh, did that not go through? I think I had my mic off.
Can you explain what a quipple is?
Oh, no, it did go. Okay. What is a quipple? You're just going to have to watch one of my Quiplash live streams and find out. Okay. Very quickly. Most people are going to start lolling when they see that happening. There is a game called Quiplash. Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay, Quiplash is a party game from the same people who make You Don't Know Jack, which is a quiz show computer game. And Quiplash is a game where you get to play with your audience. They all play on their browser or in their phone. They get a unique question, like, what is Bill Cosby's favorite food?
Oh, so you're saying something like Cards Against Humanity.
It's very similar to Cards Against Humanity, except that it's easy for your streamers to play, and you get to vote on your favorite. So it gets pretty raunchy really fast. So because it gets raunchy, I decided to let everybody on Twitch know, because I was streaming on Twitch that night, that I was going to be really raunchy. And so I put a picture up of a girl waving her tatas around, only the tatas were covered with pictures of the Quiplash characters. And they were shaking around like crazy for about 10 minutes while I got the stream ready to go. There was absolutely no nudity, and it was no more than you could see on the average beach in America. But as soon as the 10 minutes were up and I said, okay, guys, we're starting, I got banned for a day.
Yeah.
And everybody died. And we called them Quipples because they were the Quiplash character's face in front of the girl's nipples. And that was the best meme of the night, and it remains a fan favorite to this day.
Okay. Actor or director?
Actor.
You'd definitely be an actor?
Definitely be an actor. I did a little acting a long time ago, but I do have a knack for it, and I would really enjoy doing it, I believe. Honestly, if I wasn't doing computer-related stuff, acting or politics would probably be where I am, and the two are pretty close.
Okay. Well, hold on. Why did you start your YouTube channel?
My first videos were actually, it was actually a place for me to upload anime music videos from an anime called FLCL. And I do not like anime. I don't watch anime. but I really liked FLCL. I thought it was hilarious. So my very first videos, which are no longer public because they were copyright striked and I didn't want anyone to see them because they were like early college projects, were on my YouTube video. And I did the first Minecraft video in early 2010. I think that may be the first gaming video I ever did. And it had no microphone. It was just me using signs to communicate about how to set up Minecraft redstone alarm. And that's why I started doing the channel, was I thought I could help people play Minecraft better.
Cool.
Uh-oh, server crash.
No, the server actually got turned off.
Uh-oh. We brought too many people in, and they found out, and they got mad, and they shut down the server.
I'm actually pretty surprised that the owner shut the server off.
What the hell happened?
The owner and I are not in good standing.
Well, then that probably explains it. I think that I have got to get going soon, so why don't you come up with your final question?
Okay, so let's leave the final question to what... Okay, I'm pretty sure you already know. You don't have to answer this. What do you think House is going to do on 2B22? What is his secret thing that he thinks that everybody's going to hate?
Ooh, I don't know. There's no way that I could find out unless Housemaster came and told me, and House and I don't know if we're on bad standing so much as he just is very reclusive and won't talk to anybody, if he even exists at all. It's gotta be with the Q. Or with... there was something else I thought might really piss everybody off. It's almost certainly got to be with the Q, or with some feature that everybody enjoys or believes is vanilla, and he's going to just fucking eliminate it. He may get rid of Elytra, he may turn off Redstone or something crazy like that to try to stop the lag machines. But either of those things would cause a huge shitstorm, and I feel like it's probably Q related, and any change that gets made to the queue is going to cause a shitstorm.
So
everyone's going to hate it. If I had to put money on the thing that would piss off the most people immediately, it would be he gets rid of the queue entirely, or gets rid of the veteran queue. And it's only paid priority.
How would that work though? If you got rid of the queue, like how would you actually even get on the server then?
Well, I logged in with an alt not too long ago, and it took about 45 minutes to 50 minutes to log in.
Yeah.
At the worst part of the Rusher War, it was taking like 8 hours, so I would launch it before I left for work and come home, and it would be almost ready to jump in. And that was bullshit. There was no way I was going to film a YouTube series with that going on. And then when the veteran queue started, everything was fine again, and content was able to be made, and 2B2T was great. But I think if he touches the queue, that is the thing that's going to piss the most people off. Either that, or he might straight sell the server to the Camping Rusher and
Hell
just move it to the Archon. No, he could. It's totally possible that he could do that if he's decided, well, that cash cow is no longer running, so I'm just going to sell it. That would cause a shitstorm.
You know what? I think that there would be like a instant 70%. Like there'd be pretty much nobody playing the server anymore.
I don't think so. I think people would bitch their fucking minds out online, and a couple would even quit and threaten to go to 9B9T or anarchy.pw. But people can't quit 2B. They're stuck with it, and they're addicted to it, and they can't stop. It's like World of Warcraft. That fucking MMO has been dead in my mind for 10 years now, and people still play it because they've spent so much time on it.
True. Yes, I will agree with Falls. When the Camping Rusher was starting to, work up a storm, and Fit was actually starting to gain traction, I actually started really liking Fit's streams, and hence then I actually went out and bought Minecraft, and now it was really funny because after I bought Minecraft, literally the same day I got home, installed it, got on 2B2T, and I was up till 1, 3, probably between 1 and 3 in the morning waiting for Q. So
Yeah, it was pretty shit back then, and it has always been shit for the people who did not play on the server pre-June. But to be honest, I completely agree that the people who did play pre-June deserved something. They had their server stolen from them essentially, and they were the reason that the server was likable in the first place and interesting to play on in the first place. So Housemaster really had no choice. If he wanted to save the server, he had to do something to keep the new players out, or at least slow them down.
yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, DoctrZombie, for reminding me that we had this live stream that I totally did not forget about.
I could have just gone to bed early or played fucking
2B.
Yeah, well, 2B or what's the game I'm playing right now? A Big Pharma is pretty good. Or I could have recorded some Stardew Valley. That's quite enjoyable. But I did promise you that I would try to do this, and I had some time, so I figured I'd let you know.
All right. Well, thanks again. I hope you guys all check out his channel. His link to his channel is in the description of this video. And I have one last question. One more.
Yes.
Okay, real quick. Any insights that you could possibly give the viewers of what your next video is going to be before you release it? What your next big video is going to be?
My next big video? Ooh, okay. So the next video that's coming out is going to be a dual survival with me and my wife on the 2b2t.online server that Oxymoron runs. We're way behind on that. We filmed in like March, but we filmed so much footage and it takes such a long time to edit that it's, coming out slowly. The next big thing that I have for the channel that nobody really knows about, some people have some very good ideas. It is 2B2T related, and I finally meet up with some people who I've been talking about meeting up with on 2B for a long time, and we're going to hang out together for a little bit. And it's people that fans of my show are almost certainly familiar with.
All right. Well, thanks for the insight. I will make sure I watch those videos myself. Yeah, any other last words you want to say to the viewers?
If you're going to watch one of my videos, you've got to pick one of the RimWorld live streams. Come in it knowing you're going to be there for 2 hours. Get yourself a couple of beers or whatever it takes and watch it, and you will love it. It is some of the funniest shit that I've done live and put up on YouTube.
You'll have to send me a link to the best one on Discord.
I can definitely do that. It's meme-tastic and it's great. And if you can join one live, it's even better because then you can yell out stuff while I'm playing and try to get your name in the game. But those are probably the things that I'm most proud of as far as hilarious content.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming. And
thank you all.
Gosh,
yes,
I feel so awkward because this is such a solid, amazing stream. Like I feel so awkward actually having to wrap it up.
I should stream
but
the game he got me, and I definitely
you guys,
need to do
if
that.
you guys are actually subscribed to me, or if you guys aren't, you guys can feel free to. I'm gonna try and interview Stryak from Futile Plan in my next live stream. He was supposed to be here a week ago on this day, but we weren't able to actually, collaborate very well. So, hope you guys all enjoyed, and if you guys liked and possibly subscribed, if you guys felt like I was of any use to you guys can go ahead and do so. Until then, hope you guys all have a great day, and check out DoctrZombie's channel. I will be live in about maybe 4 hours doing my daily draw. Anyways, you guys all have a great day. Anything else?
Thanks for joining us. Yeah, have a good night, everybody.
Hello?
Can you not hear me? Am I
I,
not there?
I don't know if it was my headphones or if it was my... Anyways, so, anything
Okay.
else?
Nope, nothing else. Just thanks, guys, for watching and joining us tonight. It's been a great night.
Alright, you guys all have a great day. Bye.
Bye.